friends and welcome to Realty Buzz. This is Mansi Dave and let's take a look at the top happenings in the real estate sector. Coming on to the top stories, Mumbai builders to pay full premium for constructing extra areas. The state government came under fire with allegations that its notification favored some big builders with luxury residential towers in the island city. The State Urban Development Department has reversed its controversial decision to exempt some builders from paying a hefty premium to the BMC for building extra areas. The BMC would have lost several hundred crores due to the exemption. The civic chief must use its discretionary powers to levy full premium. These powers must be used judiciously, UDD Secretary Nitin Karir said. Last week, the department wrote to Municipal Commissioner Ajoy Mehta stating that such builders be charged full premium. 60% of the locality's ready reckoner rate for building extra areas in these residential projects. We will now have to set up a fair, unbiased and transparent template so that there are no allegations of favoritism against us when we charge this premium on a project-to-project basis. The controversy pertained to builders who procured their basic construction permission prior to January 6, 2012. On that day, a new law mandated charging 60% premium on builders who want to build 35% extra space. Earlier, these extra space were liberally sanctioned by municipal commissioners free of cost. When the new law kicked in, developers whose projects were caught between the old rule and the new one lobbied hard with the government to exempt them. The new law exempted builders who commenced construction prior to January 6, 2012, but the rule said when these buildings apply for further permission to complete the building, they would be charged the full premium for that portion of the construction. Infuriated, builders began lobbying hard with the government to exempt them. The May 21, 2015 UDD notification brought cheer to these builders because it made no mention of charging them the full premium. The opposition Congress lambasted the government for the largesse, but the BJP shot back stating that the proposal was first initiated last year by the then Prithviraj Chauhan-led government. The BMC too had opposed the government's move to exempt such builders. Besides losing revenue, the civic administration warned the state it would allow builders to misuse large areas, which were arbitrarily sanctioned by successive municipal commissioners between 2005 and 2010. Though the new law allows 35% extra construction, these towers were allowed to build over 50% to 60% extra areas, comprising flower beds, ducts, parking decks, balconies, etc. The biggest project that will now come under the BMC scanner is One Avigna Park, a luxury residential project near Curry Road station in central Mumbai. Its developer Kailash Agarwal had opposed paying the premium on the grounds that his project had procured permission prior to January 6, 2012. The project comprises two towers of 64 floors, each with sky villas and sky mansions. The project has been stuck for the past couple of years because of these issues. Here we'll talk about another large project which is under construction, but after a short break, you don't go anywhere. We keep on raising issues of pollution in our meetings and will soon take more steps to reduce practices that harm the environment. Welcome back after the break. Another large project is an under construction high-end luxury skyscraper at Nepean Sea Road called CSUN, owned by Satellite Group but now taken over by Pune-based builder Avinash Bhosle. The initial permission were procured prior to the January 6, 2012 cutoff date, but the developer will now have to pay premium when it seeks sanction for further construction. Many under construction projects which received their preliminary sanction, say for the first 5 floors prior to January 6, 2012, were exempt from paying fungible FSI premium. But when they approached BMC for further permission, say from floors 6 to 10 after January 6, 2012, the rule mandated they pay premium for the remaining floors if they choose to build 35% extra. Many developers who were caught between the old rule and the new decree lobbied with the government to exempt them completely. In May, the government exempted these builders, but after an uproar, it issued a clarification to BMC to charge full premium. The next news on board says 50 builders of Noida fined for violating green norms. The authority has fined 50 developers rupees 50,000 each after they were found violating the 2010 construction guidelines of the Union Ministry of Environment and Forestry. The authority also fined 2 health department officials rupees 5,000 each for not initiating actions against the violators. The move follows that National Green Tribunal April 4 directive to carry out inspections across the city in a bid to check air pollution. Authority officials said 8 tractor trolley operators were also fined rupees 5,000 each for violating waste disposal norms. Noida Authority Chairperson and CEO Ramaraman said, "We have penalized 50 developers plus 2 officials of the Noida Authority's Health Department for negligence of duty and 8 tractor trolley operators for carrying construction material and waste in uncovered vehicles." The authority has issued a public advisory on April 14 to alert developers, construction material suppliers, and organizations on various guidelines to prevent air pollution, such as not burning waste in the open and methods of construction to be adopted. They had constituted several teams to inspect and initiate action on construction sites found defying the MOEF 2010 guidelines on construction methods. They found 50 city builders violating norms. They have been fined rupees 50,000 each. They welcome the step taken by Noida Authority. They have initiated several steps to make the city clean. It is unfortunate that some developers are not participating in the efforts to offer better life and environment to our next generation. We keep on raising issues of pollution in our meetings and will soon take more steps to reduce practices that harm the environment, said a CREDAI official. Raman said the authority has taken several initiatives following the NGT order to reduce air pollution and that results of these initiatives are visible. After a few months, we realized some people had started violating the orders yet again. So the authority conducted a drive and penalized the violators. Well, claiming that the authority is committed to improve Noida's air quality, Raman added, "In the last month, we have planted 1.58 lakh trees, conducted drives to clean the drains, developed 172 rainwater harvesting pits in park and green belts, and converted fall leaves into compost instead of burning them." Raman further said the authority will continue its drive against violators. "We are speeding up expansion of the metro to reduce polluting vehicles on the road. Several underpasses, elevated roads, and foot-over bridges are also being built to end traffic jams. But without participation of residents, we can't achieve desired results. I urge residents and all other stakeholders to participate in making Noida clean and green." Coming on to the next story, Oberoi Realty Q1 net profit up 24% at Rs 79.57 crore. Taking a deeper look into the news, Oberoi Realty Limited reported a 24% increase in its consolidated net profit at Rs 79.57 crore for the first quarter of 2015-16. The net profit of the company stood at Rs 64.33 crore in the year-ago period. Total income of the company rose to Rs 215.78 crore during the quarter under review, from Rs 181.85 crore in the corresponding period of the previous year, the Mumbai-based developer said in the filing to the BSE. The next news on board says Air India begins process to sell Rs 250 crore worth of assets in 3 cities. Cabinet note to sell Air India properties prepared and will soon be sent, said a senior Civil Aviation Ministry official. Let's understand this in detail. After a delay of over 2 years, Air India is seeing some movement on the asset monetization plan, with the Civil Aviation Ministry sending a cabinet note on property sale of Rs 250 crore. This sale of land and houses is part of the plan to raise Rs 5,000 crore over the period of 3 years starting financial year 2014. The national carrier had a 3-year plan to monetize assets worth Rs 5,000 crore by March 2016 to earn Rs 1,200 crore in financial year 2014, Rs 2,000 crore in financial year 15 and Rs 1,800 crore in financial year 16. The decision was to use this money to retire its debt. NBCC will develop and redevelop properties on land owned by Air India on the project-to-project basis. The national carrier is now expecting to monetize assets to the tune of Rs 5,000 crore. The delay in asset monetization program has adversely impacted the airline's plan to clear debt of Rs 40,000 crore on its books. The airline's annual interest outgo stands at around Rs 3,800 crore. Air India had cumulative losses of Rs 36,000 crore on its book till last fiscal. The airline's losses widened to Rs 5,388 crore in 2013-14 against the target of Rs 3,989 crore, primarily on high operational cost. So on this note, it's a wrap round for this episode of Realty Buzz. We will be back with more on this. Till then, keep watching Spin TV. Goodbye and take care.